Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Bonnie.
everyone. Good morning, Dawn.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful day so far. I think it's
Yes.
going to change, but
Well, I think when you live in southeastern Wisconsin and you wake up and you look at your app on your phone and you go, oh, it's supposed to rain, and you go, oh, sure, sure. And now, I got to my studio probably about 8:15, 8:30, and the sun was out. And now, I'm looking out windows and it's going to rain. So I'm hoping that it rains so that by 1 o'clock when I get home, it'll start to clear off because we are going to a nice little barbecue tonight. So yes. So
oh,
Bonnie,
yeah. Well, you
I'm
know what they
watching.
say, wait 10 minutes and the weather will change, or wait a
Yes.
half a day.
And May flowers or May rain brings June flowers. I'm just kidding. All right.
April showers bring May flowers. That is our look today, Dawn.
So Bonnie, I was watching what you were doing, and you guys, just so you guys know, Bonnie is doing her eyebrows. Okay. And in Mary Kay, we have two fantastic eyebrow products. We have a brow tint and we have a precision brow liner. And one of them, the precision brow pencil, actually mirrors little hairs. So when you put it on, it really can create the shape of your brow and the length of it. Because, you guys, your eyebrows should go down to about here. Many times they just stop. And so you need to be framed. And then the brow tint will actually fill in color, groom, and just fill in. So that's what Bonnie's doing. And it's amazing how when you watch somebody, it looks like our brows are heavy until we start to put on eye product. And so the look we are doing today is April showers bring May flowers, and it's these beautiful colors. And if you have not gotten this sample look, Bonnie and I still have samples left for the month of May. And actually, I'm doing another tutorial next Saturday morning. So if you guys want samples, you are welcome. And I also did get some lip gloss samples, which is the Berry Delight. So, and what's nice about lip gloss is it's the color, but not the intensity. So, so we're just going to get Bonnie. Bonnie, do you have your eyebrows on?
I do.
And you guys, look, I have the new lip color on in the matte, and Bonnie has not the matte, it's the neutral, and Bonnie has the pink one on. So, and I just put a little gloss over mine, but this is
Little heart shape.
It's heart shaped. And when you purchase this product, $1 goes towards the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation. So that's,
I love how this point just mirrors our point.
well, it makes putting on,
Lipstick really easy. Yeah.
yes, because you don't have to think, especially if you're in the car, not that you're driving or doing anything like that. So yes,
Or without a mirror.
yes.
Mhm.
All right. So
Okay.
Bonnie, what is the first? So Bonnie and I both have foundation on. I have cheek color on. Do you want to put a little
Me
cheek
too.
color on? You want to? Okay, got it.
Mhm.
All right. So we're gonna do eye primer first. So eye primer is like Elmer's glue for your eyeshadow. It keeps it on all day, keeps it in place, and I think you use less product, and the shadows are a little bit more bright when you put it on. So you just stipple this product on your eyelid, goes on as a cream, kind of just dries, and you need just a very little. And I love this
Oh my gosh,
product.
Dawn, it kind of resembles, it doesn't feel like Elmer's glue, but when you say that, I'm like, oh yeah, it really is the Elmer's glue of eyeshadow.
Well, and maybe Elmer wouldn't like it that I was talking about him, but you know what? It's a great product.
It is. It is. Makes your eyeshadow last all day. And to be honest, if you're going to take the time to do your eyeshadow, I don't know about you, but I want it to last. And what Dawn said about using less product, I think especially on lighter colors, and most people like to wear a lighter color, like as a base on their eyeshadow or eyelid, or maybe you're someone who doesn't wear a lot of eyeshadow. When you use this, it's like it adheres to it, so it doesn't make you have to use half your product to try to get it on. I've had that happen to me in the past where I have put on a light color and you feel like you are putting it on. So when you use eye primer, you're not going to have that problem. So there's going to be a couple tools that we're going to use today, and they are brushes. And so if you don't have the Mary Kay brushes, I would strongly recommend getting the Mary Kay brushes. They are simply fabulous to do your products with. We have a great product called Brush Cleaner, which is great to use in between colors. So you can, there Dawn has it, but you know, if you're using a light color or you have a dark color on your brush already, and then you're using a light color, it kind of gets weird. So I love the Brush Cleaner because you can clean your brush and you can use it right away again. It's not like soaking wet.
Bonnie,
Okay, Dawn.
did you talk about the 3 eyeshadow brushes we're going to be using today?
I did not specifically talk about them,
Okay.
but Dawn is holding the all over brush,
Mhm.
which is that one, and it's flat. It kind of has a little stiffness to it. It's not real flimsy, and that's a great all over brush. The next one is a crease brush. Is that the next one in your line? The crease brush, and that has an angled brush, so you can use it in your angle and then, or in your crease. And then the other one is the smudger brush, and it's a little bit tinier. It's stiff, but you can move the product around and place it on. And then Dawn, not to be forgotten, the blending brush. And this is your secret weapon to doing eyeshadow because it is the thing that is going to make it all blend.
Yes.
Okay, Dawn.
And Bonnie, I did want to say that if you do not have a set, the 3 eyeshadow brushes, the cheek brush, and the all over powder brush does come as I think our essential brush collection, which is 58. Great. And it comes with this nice little kit, but all of our eyeshadow brushes can be purchased separately. So you may want 2 smudger brushes or 2 all over powder brushes, just so that way when you're putting on eyeshadow, you just have more brushes, and even the blending one is nice. So,
hey, I have great news for everybody. The brush set is actually only 56.
oh, it is 50. Oh, sorry.
I just looked it up. I thought it was only 56. So it is a great investment. And, you know, the brushes will last you forever. So when you add a brush, it's not like sometimes I see brushes that I've used in the past or brushes that you may be using, not you, Dawn, you people in the audience. You might look at it differently and you might go, oh my gosh, this is like awful. And it really does make a difference to have good brushes. Okay, Dawn, tell us what we're doing.
So, question, Bonnie. There are 4 eyeshadows in this look. There's silky quartz. Oh, excuse me, smoky quartz. There is cashmere haze. There's shadow, and there's starry night. So,
Yes.
how are you going to be doing this today? And are you going to be using all 4, or are you going to be using one as a liner, or are you going to put all 4 on your eye?
I'm going to put all 4 on my eye. Although this past month when I've been playing with them, those first 3, that smoky quartz, that cashmere haze, and that shadow, they are super neutral. Like if you are just looking for a neutral look, that is a really neutral look.
Yeah.
And the blue you can use as an eyeliner as well. I'm going to use it as shadow today because I have a little blue on.
Yes.
What are you doing, Dawn?
I think I'm going to put the smoky quartz up by my brow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put the cashmere haze from my my lash line all the way up to the crease, shadow on my lid, and then I might do the starry night as liner.
A liner.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yes.
All right. Okay,
So-
these are different options. So when you own this palette, you don't have to stick to one certain way of doing it, which is great. You can do lots of different techniques. So I am going to do the smoky quartz in the corner here and on my brow. So that's kind of my focus of where I'm doing this color.
And Bonnie, I did want to say that we are both, when we've holded up this compact, this is our petite palette. It comes with 4 open spots. So you can put 4 eyeshadows, or you can do a cheek color and 1 eyeshadow. These are very versatile compacts in the respect that they are magnetic. So when you use up an eyeshadow, you can pop it out and replace it. But let's say you want to create different looks for what you are wearing. Then when you close it, you can see it. So that way in the morning, you can just grab it. Or if you're going away for a weekend, it's very portable. So
that is our petite palette. This is our perfect palette right here. And I'm going to show you my personal one, which means it's messy, but it has 1 cheek and lots of eyes in it. So you can see that there's a lot of versatility happening there. Okay.
So Bonnie, sometimes when I put on eyeshadow, when I'm using this all over powder brush, I actually apply the shadow in a patting motion. So I don't we talk about windshield wiping of the color, I'm just gently placing the color from almost my inside corner underneath my lashes all the way over, like in a moon shape, but I'm just pressing the color in.
Okay. I'm doing cashmere haze right now. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
I'm doing it on my lid, but you can see I kept it.
I'm sorry. I put on the smoky quartz up by my brow.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm going to be taking the smudger brush and I'm going to be using the cashmere haze.
I'm using the all over brush again.
Well, I just don't want it to fall
because I
off.
want to.
So I apply it in the middle and then I kind of just work it out.
Oh, I got it on my nose. Dawn, the blending brush, would you recommend using that in between as well? Or do you wait till the end to do that?
I'm going to wait till the end. But I think depending upon your look, you just have to make sure that if you do it between colors, that you clean it. So that way you're not bringing darker colors on, or Bonnie, wow, your eyes are just starting to pop.
So this is smoky quartz in the corner and under my brow. And then I have the cashmere haze, which is a matte gray color on my lid. Now I'm going to take the shadow and I am going to put that in my crease area. So
and I put the cashmere haze on my eye from the lash line up past the crease.
Got it. So I just put it on. I just wanted to talk about the crease a little bit. When you apply a color on your crease, if you hold the mirror in front of you, you should be able to see that color is there yet. When Dawn was talking about the windshield wiper technique in your crease actually will make the color a little bit more intense, like if you go back and forth. If you want to lighten something, you just use circular motion, so it'll smooth it out a little bit, which is what I do with the blending brush.
So Bonnie, when we put on the smoky quartz, that has a little bit of shimmer. The cashmere haze and shadow, the ones that I'm using primarily on my eyes, those two are both matte. So I'm just going to take the, again, I like to use the smudger brush, take a little bit of the shadow. Sometimes I will stipple. I actually take the brush and I do this into the color. I like tap. And then I might just go like this on the back of my hand to knock off some of the color. That way you don't get that fallout underneath your eyes.
I was looking confused because I lost my eyeshadow palette for a moment. This is our Pro palette, which just has a whole lot of options in it. And I am going to take the smudger brush. And I am going to use the Starry Night, which is, you know what? It looks like a really bright blue, like right there it is. But on it almost has more like a midnight look to it. There's a little shimmer to it, not a lot. Here.
And Buddy, I'm going to use the eyeliner angle brush and tap that in there, and I'm going to use it underneath my eye as a liner.
I'm just filling in the corner with the Starry Night. And then you might notice Dawn and I get a little quiet when we do our eyes. Did you know that there is really a scientific reason why women open their mouth or they don't talk a lot when they're doing eye makeup? It actually steadies your eye muscles when you open your mouth. So you'll notice when women do mascara, we all have our mouth a little bit open. So now you learned a little scientific tip today. This is just going on the outside wedge, but I'm kind of going on my lash line a little bit with it.
And then Bonnie, I'm going to take the angled brush and put a little bit of that Starry Night here in the outer corner, and then blend
under.
It.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely a look that when you get the color on, you are going to take that all over powder brush and really blend. So that way.
Well, your eye should never be like, if you look at mine now, you're going to say, oh, she has that color there, that color there, that color there. And it shouldn't look that way when you finish. That's why that blending brush is such a great brush. One thing to be careful of, especially as we mature, is you don't want to go out too far on your eye area. You might want to even take it in a little bit because it just gives a much more lifted look to your eye. Sometimes we have a tendency to go this way and it tends to come out too far and we end up with a droopy looking eye. So you want to keep it very lifted looking.
Well, and I also think, Bonnie, that we don't want to use, if you're doing a look, you want to make sure at least one of the 3 eyeshadows or 2 of the 4 are matte. So that way you're not using so much shimmer.
Mm-hmm.
And Bonnie, I'm just going to use a little bit of the Steely eyeliner on the top. Find my Steely eyeliner.
Nice. I'm gonna blend so you can see my.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm gonna use an eyeliner today.
Well, I used the blue as an eyeliner underneath, and if you put eyeliner underneath, you need to balance off the top.
You are correct. I am just gonna do the Starry Night on top. I just taught that this week. Is not to do just the bottom.
And Bonnie, some people ask me, why should I put it on the top? Because that way it gives you more of a lifted look.
It actually makes your eyelashes look thicker.
Bonnie, that way you guys can see what my eye looks like.
Very nice.
And then
One of
Bonnie,
my favorites is the eyeliner pen. Let me see if I can do that
that's
while I'm.
highlighter pen? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love that product. I just don't know if I can do it when I'm on a camera. I might do that later.
Mm-hmm. But that's another one of our waterproof products. So as we're going into the summer, we have waterproof mascara, we have waterproof pen. I'm going to be using Ultimate Mascara this morning.
Dawn, how does somebody decide what kind of mascara they like?
Well, Bonnie, if I was sitting down with you and you are my customer, I would show you our lookbook and I would say the first and foremost question I have for you is, do you need a waterproof product? And if you need a waterproof product, then you use our waterproof mascara. But then after that, I show the customer the different brushes. We have normal brushes. That's our Ultimate Mascara. Then we have brushes that are really designed to build, how do I say this? Bigger voluminous lashes that build thickness and length. And those would be our Panorama and our Lash Intensity Mascara. Both our Love Lash and our lash lengthening, it's about the brush. If you like something that is just our silicone with little nibs, those are great. And I always like to say, I think it's great to be using 2 different types of mascara because that way you build thickness and you build length. So at home, I have Ultimate in my bathroom. I have Panorama, and I really love to use Lash Love in the beginning. And now I just brought up a new waterproof mascara because I like to tip it in waterproof just because we're outside.
I'm actually using the Black Brown Mascara, which you can see by the color. I don't know if you can see or not, but yeah. It's a dark brown. So sometimes people ask about brown mascara. It's just a little bit lighter. Something that you can do with your mascara too, if you want to waterproof it, if you already have this on and you want to just put a little waterproof mascara over, it will just coat your lashes and keep them in place. All of our mascaras are water resistant, which means if you get caught in the rain or it gets sprinkled, you're not going to run. If you tears leak a little. The color won't run, but it also, uh, if you don't, if you rub your eyes when they're damp, they will make a mess. So that's where waterproof comes in. I think it's also really important to get those outside lashes because it adds a little lift. I was reading some tips this morning about mascara, and one of the tips was don't use an old mascara because it will flake and cause you problems.
That's interesting. Bonnie, how often should you change mascara?
Good rule of thumb is about 3 months.
Is that from when you started using it, or is that from when it's opened?
That is when you start using it, because when you apply mascara and you put it back in here, you took all those little our bacteria on our eyelashes, those little mites, and you put it into this warm, dark tube or this cool, dark tube that's moist. It can grow bacteria. So I don't want to scare you. But I feel like it got a little bit heavy underneath my eyes. What I do in that case, and I don't have it right here, is take a Q-tip with a little bit of the eye makeup remover and just go underneath to thin it down a little bit. So if you ever make a mistake with your mascara, or you feel like you get a little heavy somewhere, you can always take a little bit of that eye makeup remover and with a Q-tip and just remove it. Oh, Dawn, I'm ready for the day.
If I say one word, is it going to date me? When you were showing me that brown black mascara.
Yeah.
What about minking?
Oh.
Do you remember what minking is?
Yes, I do. Minking would be putting brown on and then touching the tips in black. So especially if you're really fair or you're very blonde, sometimes doing the black really close to your lashes can tend to kind of harsh on your look. So if you do a little bit of brown and just touch the tips in black, it can make them.
There is
wow.
something, and I'm not sure if it's just an optical illusion, but the brown will make them look thicker and the black will make them look longer. So that's good to know. And when you're putting on your mascara, shimming the brush back and forth so the lashes actually get in between the bristles, that will make them thicker.
I just thought of a tip about blending. When you use your blending brush, I like to start in the beginning, because I did it different before, but start in the beginning where it's lighter and then work your way out. Otherwise, you take a lot of the darkness and you might mess up your lighter color.
Also, like taking my all over powder brush, which I've cleaned, so there's no silky setting powder in there, and even just going underneath my eye again, like this, Bonnie.
I didn't use silky setting powder today, and I'm going to all over.
I used translucent powder this morning when I did my tutorial, and later on before I leave my house to go to my outing, I'll put on a little silky setting powder.
I don't know if you can see the difference on my sides. It just looks more smooth with a little bit of powder over it. Whenever you use powder, just a little tip is we always talk about going upward and outward, but powder, you kind of want to go down because it makes all your facial hairs lay smooth.
Lay flat.
If anybody's watching that has a question, we would love to.
Nobody's really. Sometimes, Bonnie, a lot of people watch these later. So yes.
True. Look how pretty you look, Dawn.
Sorry. Thank you. I drove here this morning with no makeup on. I was afraid that I might be pulled over. So.
By the fashion police.
Yes. The coffee lady didn't say anything to me. But
I bet there's a few people that get coffee that don't have their makeup on. I'm just saying.
Yes.
All right.
All right. I think we're done.
Okay. So Dawn, do we want to tell them how they might get this look?
Yes. The eyeshadows and the compact would retail for $42. And today they could have it for $35.
That is a super deal. I was going to say 5 off. She gave you 7 off.
Yeah.
So a compact filled.
Yep.
35.
And Bonnie, let's say somebody wants 4 different eyeshadows. You can choose 4 different eyeshadows. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. Wow. Thanks for giving us your opinion and get a deal out of it.
Yes.
Well, Dawn, have a great day. And everyone enjoy your Saturday.
All right.
And we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.